They're my new best friends. It's the team from Ferrari, and they let me test drive and spend a day with the brand new 2010 Ferrari California.
The Ferrari California is the new GT V8 Ferrari. It was introduced in September of 2008. It arrived in North America this past summer of 2009. And it combines the luxury, drivability, comfort of a true Grand Tourer with all the key characteristics that any owner would expect from a Ferrari. So pleasure of driving, extreme performances, which are in technological innovation, I would say, the key characteristics that every owner expects and finds in every Ferrari. California clearly gets the name from a glorious car of our past. So it's in line with the idea of Ferrari and keeping up with the tradition and the history of our brand. Our brand relies very much on tradition, but it's also all about innovation and moving forward and being cutting edge in terms of technology research.
Now we have the hood open of the 2010 Ferrari California. Art Smith is here, our old friend from Ron Tonkin Gran Turismo.
Right.
I wasn't referring to your age, I was talking about the length of our friendship.
Thanks, Nick.
The hood open, tell me a bit about what is underneath this hood.
Well, this is a front mid-engine Ferrari, and the reason they refer to it as a front mid-engine is because the front of the engine is actually behind the center lines of the front wheel for great weight balance and weight distribution. It's a 460 horse direct injection V8.
And there's a lot of stuff that's kind of intuitive about this engine. I mean, Ferrari obviously are all about advances in technology, and especially engine technology, of course. Racing is synonymous with the Ferrari name. I can't actually see a lot of this engine. I can see lots of red and lots of pipes.
Correct. One of the reasons for that is being front mid-engine, that the back of that engine is so far pushed back that you end up with not a lot of it exposed. So, as with Ferrari, they make beautiful cars, but function is a huge part of what they do, from their racing technology.
So what about transmission? Now, the transmission is a big thing in this car.
This is a first for Ferrari. It is a 7-speed transmission, and it's a dual-clutch transmission. So the shifts are seamless. The actual shift times is down to 0 milliseconds, because what it does, it engages the next gear before it releases the previous gear. So you've got seamless, extremely quick shifts right throughout the range.
The one thing I love about this vehicle, you know, I got to spend a day driving around the Northwest in it. You know, you can change up or change down in the manual mode with the paddle shifters.
Correct.
And you get that incredible popping sound.
Right. As soon as you pass about 5,000 RPMs, you've got that signature Ferrari exhaust pop, which it gives you the feeling of a Formula One drive.
All right, Art, so on the exterior of the 2010 Ferrari California, it's a beautiful design.
It is a beautiful design, and one of the main reasons for that, Nick, is the car is completely designed by Pininfarina, and they have a relationship with Ferrari that goes back, from the 50s.
The front of this car is a nice wide air scoop, or a grille, I guess. And there's actually also an air intake in the hood as well.
Correct. And everything, as on any Ferrari, everything is functional. There's not a scoop or any aerodynamic device on the automobile that doesn't serve a function for performance. To get back to what you're saying about the grille and the hood of the car, that is taken basically from the 50s and late 50s, early 60s version of the Ferrari California. So there's some retro styling that Pininfarina incorporated into the style of the new California.
And that's, of course, what gives this car some of its classic history, is the original.
Absolutely.
Art, on the inside of this vehicle, it doesn't really feel that much like a regular car. There's a lot of things in here that the regular driver wouldn't recognize. First of all, the gauges, you have a computer screen on the left.
Correct, and that's also something new for Ferrari. It came out first in the 599, and now you're seeing it trickle down into the rest of the model line. And the reason for that is they're able to show several different gauges with the touch of a button. So it doesn't take up as much space, and then Because of that, as in any true performance car, the concentration is on the tachometer, which is front and center and the biggest gauge in the car.
New navigation system.
Brand new navigation system, a first for Ferrari, extremely user-friendly. In some models in the past, you lost some of the translation between the Italian market and the American market. With this, you've got something that is completely user-friendly, no owner's manual required.
And also incorporates Bluetooth and all your audio as well.
Exactly.
All right, and then your HVAC controls are down here, sort of below that.
Correct.
And then, what's this? There's no shifter.
There is no shifter. Now, what this is, and we're getting back to the transmission we talked about, it's a dual-clutch manual transmission, 7-speed, and what it is a manual transmission with a dry clutch that's operated electronically with the paddles or with the automatic button on the center console. So you can drive the car one of two ways, either fully automatic, where you'd never know the transmission's doing all the work for you, or you can use the paddles on the steering column and do upshifts with the right, downshifts with the left.
All right, so the inside is absolutely exquisite. I would call it like perhaps like an English gentleman's club.
Correct.
It's perfectly leathered in really nice color. And the seats, never quite seen anything like the seats.
The leather is all done by an Italian company called Poltrona Frau, one of the finest leather makers in the world. The seats, like you were referring to, are all hand-stitched, and the pattern in the seats are called Daytona inserts. So that came out in the mid to late 60s as a Daytona seat in the Ferrari Daytona. So this is a retro touch that, frankly, will never go out of style.
Now, if I was to walk into the oldest Ferrari dealership in North America,
right.
I'm talking Gran Turismo, how long would I have to wait for my California?
Right now, approximately 6 to 8 months.
So there's a lot of people that want them.
The 2010 Ferrari California has a 4.3-litre V8 engine, a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. The base price, just a mere $197,000. Our in-studio version was $228,000. You'll get 13 in the city and 19 on the highway. If you want to see videos on cars or see the entire show, the place to go is therideshowtv.com. You can visit us on Facebook or MySpace. There's a lot of good stuff. Don't forget to come back next week. Until then, bon voyage, baby!